Currently organizing a women's health conference surrounding female reproductive health. And the reason is because I am from the United States, and the Medical Students Association, their students are from here. And we've all realized that students across the board, basically students of the diaspora, are disconnected when it comes to the plagues of this country. So we want to organize a women's health conference where we serve as examples so that those abroad can become more active in kind of raising the living standards here, as well as raise the living standards here because we're all studying or tied to medicine somehow.
When you say raising the living standards, how do you mean? What do you mean? How do you plan to do this?
Okay. So basically what we're doing is we're organizing a women's health conference as well as a health fair where we offer free screenings to women. What we've realized is that awareness can kind of demolish a lot of illnesses, a lot of dominant things in the Gambia. For example, diabetes during pregnancy and high blood pressure. We realize that people travel across to the West just to find out that they have diabetes and high blood pressure or those things. So when we say raising living standards, we mean raising awareness so that people can live longer, so that people can prevent things, so that preventable things are prevented.
And what was the Vice President response and advice to you?
Oh, well, she was very happy and very welcoming. She loves the idea of students connecting across the board, students like myself from the United States and students here working together, because she knows as well as we know that health is a great concern here. Health disparity issues are of a great concern here. So she was very receiving and very welcoming, and she wants to help in any way possible.
Deputies at the National Assembly on Monday opened the adjournment debate in the second sittings of the 2012 legislative year. The sessions offered deputies the opportunity to highlight some of the concerns and constraints faced by their constituents. Sam Welbo was keenly listening to debates, and this is his report.
This meeting of lawmakers in the 2012 legislative year comes less than 48 hours before members of parliament prepare to wind up legislative sittings. The adjournment debates are one of opportunities for members to highlight key concerns and constraints affecting their constituencies. The Majority Leader Bakari Tombong Jatta moved the motion on the adjournment debate, dilating on key issues such as employer-employee relationship and willful termination of employees outside the confines of the Labour Act.
All should abide by the Labour Act of this country. We also have the issue of landlords and tenants relationship. It is undoubtedly clear that housing is a fundamental right. The provision of accommodation for your family is a duty and a responsibility. And we also know that there is an act, a decree that has been enacted in this parliament that governs landlords and tenants.
Honorable Speaker, the mover talks about the agreement between the government of the Gambia and the Council Development Funds, which seeks to build the Senegambia corridor, Trans-Gambia corridor. He also talks about the loan agreement that seeks to help the electric problems within the Greater Banjul area.
Their intervention soon opened the floor for members to express their concern. The member for Banjul Central called on the Select Committee on Health to review the current state of the country's referral hospital.
I was surprised to be at the Royal Victoria Hospital, the main referral and a teaching hospital for that matter. Honorable Speaker, patients are being prescribed with drugs, and they are referred to private pharmacies, even paracetamol.
The members for Upper Salum, Lower and Upper Nyomi bemoaned the manner of disaster relief distribution, saying their districts did not benefit from the relief support.
Distribution of groundnut seed nuts to the farmers is ongoing. My constituency happens to be one of the unfortunate ones
yet to be provided with this stimulus.
Lower Nyomi was exempted or was excluded from the list of constituencies that are eligible for assistance.
It's unfair, it's unfortunate. Yes, it is very unfortunate. It is not only Lower Nyomi, but Upper Nyomi as well. But let us all remember that no condition is permanent. Possibly very soon, we might walk out of it. The saddest thing about everything is for you to come within a constituency, give orders and leave out orders.
The Banjul Barra ferry services is one issue that members believe requires urgent intervention, especially by the Select Committee monitoring government properties.
The Select Committee on the monitoring of government projects, stand on your feet. You could remember when we had the ferries here at the Park and Pay. They told us the contract is going to last for 3 months. How many months is the contract lasting now?
It's a year.
How many years? Let us stand on our feet. The president said, let us not abdicate our responsibilities. If we sit down without doing anything, it means we are abdicating our responsibilities. And people are suffering.
The ferry service is the top now. Because what we are asking the ferry services to do is, the people of the Gambia are used to the former ferries. The ferry, you can go in this way and come out this way. For this present ferry there, if you go in, you have to come your back way and go out. And the money used to construct that where the ferry will dock, I think that can provide a good, 2 good engines for 2 of these ferries.
After all elections, the women again are the one that always making sure that the elections are peaceful, families are united. We may differ when it comes to elections, but after it, we have to come together as one.
Member for Kiang Central, Jokadu, Central Badibu, Sandu and Kombo Central also contributed to the debates. Sittings on the adjournment debates in the 2012 legislative year continue on Tuesday. Samuel Ba, GRTS.
Volunteers have descended on a farm in Dobong earmarked for cultivation by the Gambia dock workers on behalf of President Jammeh. The recent pre-planting exercise on the 11-hectare farm involved clearing and plowing by a large group of volunteers from Casamas. Babukar Kamara saw the men and women in action, and he now tells us more.
From despair as aid recipients to development as food producers, they gathered as refugees from Casamas, supplementing President Jammeh's calls for Gambians to go back to the land and grow what they eat.
We are here because of the Casaman civil unrest. We are working on President Jammeh's farm to support his initiatives and for him to know that we came to seek for his aid.
We also want to have our own refugee farm in order to support President Jammeh's farming activities. We want to be active participants of food production rather than partial recipients of aid.
Far from the clearing fields led by inspired refugees is the plan of 11-hectare groundnut farms cultivated by the maritime dock workers of the Gambia Ports Authority, with the ultimate aim of supporting President Jammeh's Back to the Land initiatives.
The
President's Back to the Land call is for our own benefit. The work we are doing here goes back to our families despite political affiliation, tribe or race, and I am a living witness.
So I started in Sanji Saba, Sanji following of Falicheme Soto,
We have harvested more than 180 bags of groundnut from these farms for the past 2 years. All is given to the President for increased agricultural productivity.